What's up guys, it's Project, and I thought I'd make a quick guide on the workshop for forging or upgrading gear to guide new players in the right direction. First off, the workshop is on the second floor in Astera, which can be accessed quickly by taking the lift system upwards to it. Near it is also the quest board, so you can take a quest without having to run around a huge camp, as well as the storage box if you want to swap gear around. Inside the workshop you have two people you can talk to. One sells you gear, while the other forges or upgrades them, among various other things. The main point to Monster Hunter is engaging in huge battles with epic monsters, then once defeated, carve them up for parts to make sweet gear. So it goes without saying that you'll be visiting here a lot. But as a new player, you actually don't have much options available until you really get somewhat into the story and fight some big monsters. I'll say it outright, ignore weapon forge option for a while. You can only forge two types of weapons at the start, and actually pretty deep into the early part of the game. However, I don't recommend doing so, as you can actually just buy said weapons from the get-go from the armory girl instead. So don't waste materials on forging them, simply buy them. And actually I recommend buying a couple of each, as each weapon has a tree that branches out in several paths, so having multiple weapons means you have a lot of options for a hunt. It's also fairly cheap, so you might as well. Now, unlike weapons, forging is important for armor. You'll unlock more armor sets as you progress, but you definitely want to make some armor that you like, or with skills you want. Armor have skills, and most skills have a number of levels to them. The way you increase these levels is simply having more armor with the same skill. So you basically want to stack armor pieces of the same skill to get to a higher level. As an example, bone armor chest piece gives attack, which has 7 levels. So in order to reach a higher level, you have to equip different armors that also give attack as a skill. While in the early game this isn't really possible due to the limited options, later in the game you will be able to explore a variety of builds and such to gain effects you find useful. For now, simply forge armor you think looks cool or provides a nice skill for your weapon type. You can also upgrade your armor. Upgrading armor does nothing but increase defense, but it's going to be handy in being able to take more attacks, so don't forget to do so. Simply select the armor you want to upgrade and you'll be brought to this screen. You will need armor spheres to upgrade, which are mainly obtained from bounties as rewards. Pressing up on the D-pad will increase the spheres you want to put into it, or if you have enough, simply press right on the D-pad till you can max the armor out. Then simply upgrade and voila, you got increased defense. Make sure to do this for all the armor you plan to wear. Armor Sphere Plus simply gives more experience than normal armor spheres, so you need less of them to max out armor. You can also preview armor or weapons by pressing square. Now, moving back to weapons, the upgrade tree shows what path you can take with a weapon, indicated by a white line that keeps you locked on that path. But like forging armor, you'll need monster parts as well as environmental stuff like iron ore or bones, which you collect from gathering within maps, to upgrade. So as an example, if you want this Jaguar switch axe, you'll need to upgrade your iron switch axe to iron proto 2, and then you'll be able to upgrade into Jagras. New to world is the ability to downgrade your weapon, which will go back one stage and refund you the parts it took to create that weapon. This is useful if you unlock the weapon path from being hidden and would rather have that one instead of your current one. Weapons are hidden until you acquire at least one part of each required part to upgrade into it. Also new to world is the wishlist option. This will allow you to select certain weapons or armor you want to forge but don't have the parts for yet, and this will then notify you if you get a part needed to upgrade or forge it, as well as notifying you if you can make its entirety. So it's really useful in letting you know mid-hunt that you can now make the weapon or armor piece you wanted from the part you just got. You can also create Palico gear for your Palico, the only difference being is you can't upgrade the gear. And lastly, once you encounter the second research base, you'll be able to forge charms for the first time, which is handy and you have a ton of options up front. So that covers the forging aspect. Hopefully that helps you guys and girls out. I suppose I should mention bowgun mods and kinsects. This is where you go to equip mods to your bowguns, which have various effects. Early guns will have one mod, however, depending on rarity, you can eventually get up to 3 mods for a bowgun, so the mod number is limited by the weapon itself and can't be increased other than upgrading to a better, more rare gun. Mods of the same kind can be stacked to provide better effects, or you can just mix and match when you reach that point of having 3 mods. And lastly, for insect glaive users, this is where you can upgrade your kinsect. The nurture option upgrades them much like weapons. The element option can add elemental damage to your kinsect, but usually decreases power. while purchase lets you buy the base kinsects if you wanted more options to upgrade and choose from. And don't forget to equip your newly made kinsect. But that is the guide. I hope it helps clear any confusion, as I know the game throws a lot at you at once. For an even easier time, I'll recommend a beginning weapon for all types pre-engine that fight for you to set as a goal to forge an upgrade that will likely be the best option for you in terms of damage. But while you take a look at the screenshots, I hope you enjoyed or found the video useful. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below with any questions, and subscribe for more Monhunt epicness.